Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn, and welcome to the Soulful Voices Circle Daily Oracle Card Reading. Today is Monday, May 23rd, 2022. And as promised yesterday, I am beginning today with a different deck that we have not used here. Oops, the lighting is making it hard to see because of the coloring of this deck, but it's called the Akashic Tarot, and it is by Sandra Ann Taylor, who also did the last couple of decks that we've been working with, and also a woman named Sharon Ann Klingler. And I have used this deck many times in the past. I have not used it in a while, so I thought it would be fun to bring this to us so that we could enjoy learning and experiencing a different oracle today. So I just wanted to review the um, tarot concepts. As you know, there are major arcana cards that we'll pull, which will reflect major life events, major transitions, transformations that we need to understand, as well as the minor arcana, which are more the everyday aspects of life, the day-to-day things that we need to know. So in this deck, the creator has broken it down into the four suits. One is the suit of roses, one is the suit of scrolls, another is the suit of keys, and the final one is the suit of forces. So each of these um, categories corresponds to, if you did traditional tarot, would be what would be in that. But she just renamed um, the arcana categories. And so the suit of roses comprises anything to do with relationships, emotions, families, children, homes, personal and inner conflicts, and communities in life. The suit of scrolls reflects the world of mind, communication, and study. The suit of keys represents the values, wealth, success, worth, abundance, career, authority, confidence, achievement, and power that you can experience and express in your life. And then the suit of forces is all about energy, consciousness, and natural law. So this will be a fun deck to use, actually. So we are going to begin our breathing. Okay, just roll your shoulders back, close your eyes, and take a nice, really deep inhale. And exhale slowly. And we're going to do another deep inhale, and on the exhale, we want the exhale to be quieter than a whisper. And we want to try to listen in to that quietness. So, deep inhale and exhale. Now, take another deep inhale and push this exhale down into our heart center. At this time, I'm going to ask our angels and guides to come forward to help us with this reading today. I'm also going to invite the spirit of the Akashic Tarot to come and give us the divine wisdom and guidance that it wants to share with us today. I ask Archangel Michael to come in protection and to sever all the cords of any negativity and lower vibrations that we may be attached to at this time. I ask the divine light to come forward and to surround us with the golden light of protection, and to prevent any lower or negative energies from entering into or attaching to this reading in any way, shape, or form. So take another deep breath in and exhale out. Take another deep breath in and exhale out. And at this time, I'm going to open my eyes and begin the reading. So I am shuffling this deck really well. And it's a new week, a new deck. So let's just ask the Oracle, what is it that we need to understand and know today? Well, it's a new deck in the sense that I don't think we've used that here in this group. So maybe you have the deck at home. Maybe you've had somebody use the deck with you before. So, all right. So, what do we want to know today? These cards are sticking a little bit, so have a little bit more challenge spreading them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shuffle until I can. I feel the card. I feel the card. Here it is. Here's the card. Winged Messengers, Two of Roses. Well, I love this card. So what do we see on the card? We see a table and chairs outside in the fresh air with a pot of tea and two cups. So right away when I see this, I think of partnerships. Okay. And roses, it has to do with relationships. It could have to do with matters of the heart. So this reading could be about a partnership that is a romantic one or a partnership of intimate companionship. It can be a partnership of a business partnership. Okay, we see two seats, and above it we see an angel spread wings. We see a bird in flight, which the bird appears to be carrying a message from the earth up to the heavens. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so there's a lot of imagery in this card. I think there's a lot of imagery in this deck in general, but I'm just setting the stage for you of what the imagery is in this particular card. So as you hear me read the message, okay, we're going to read the meaning of the book and I'm going to interpret the energy that I'm receiving. I want you to tune in to your intuition. And I want you to be able to identify within yourself, what energy are you getting? What are you experiencing through this reading? This is how we strengthen our intuitive muscles. Okay, so we have winged messengers. So what am I thinking here? Okay, it seems to me that today and the next couple of days they're going to be days when we really need to be tuning into our higher selves, right? Our and then again we see the bird flying up to heavens, our higher self, our connection to spirit. So we really need to be tuning into that. And because we're going to be getting a lot of information coming to us, and the sense that I'm getting is going to be coming fast, so fast that you may not even recognize that it's happening. Okay, and then all of a sudden, one day, in a few days, a week or so, it'll come to you. Oh my goodness, that's what this meant. How did I not see that coming? So the messages really begin to tune in and pay attention today. And the fact that this bird is carrying a message up to heaven says that there may be some wishes that you have that you're trying to send up, into the universe, right? That you are trying to manifest something or a message you want to get out into the world. Okay, so winged messengers, we are very surrounded and protected right now by light. And your angels and guides are really trying to come to you and speak to you. This is a good time to enter into certain partnerships and relationships. So I am going to pause, take a sip of my drink, and I will begin to read from the deck. Two of Roses. Let me find the roses. Okay, so this is a minor arcana card. Sorry again, I'm flipping around for the roses section. Here we go. All right. So we pull this card upright. So in this deck, similar to many of the other decks, upright gives you one message and reverse gives another. Okay? So we're reading the upright message here. And it says, a white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. Okay, so I will say this, that my sense of this card when I first looked at it was about it being about relationships and about it being two people, right? At least two people involved. And my initial sense is that it was about a possible romance. And I still hold that, in spite of what the book is saying here, that it may be a time for you to evaluate a romance and to really reflect on it and pray about it, or set your intentions if you're not somebody who prays, but to really set your intentions and be clear about it. Now, I want to go to the book message because this message coming today as it is really folds into the energy that I talked about in yesterday's reading about hidden motivations. And it appears to me that there is going to be a conflict. This is saying that it could be around an inheritance or finances or something in your home. So let me say this to you. If you are somebody who is about to receive an inheritance, or you have been dealing with some financial issues at home, that maybe there has been an imbalance, um, in how money has been utilized, how money has been managed, how decisions have been made around money, that there is going to continue to be some upset about this. And it goes back to the idea of really understanding what people's motivations are behind their wanting to control this money. And what are your motivations and issues behind wanting to control this money? And when we have different people who have different ideas about how money, how finances should be spent in the house or in on anything, even in any kind of partnership, it creates conflict. Okay? So we need to understand that is the case in this particular reading. So it says the hawk of predator shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. So, you may be one of these people. If you are hearing this, you may be one of these people who you are above, not, I'm not saying better than, when I say above, is that you have already risen above the idea of what this money means. And you have had a chance to put some perspective on it. And now you're going to see at least one other person coming in and trying to create an issue over this pot of money that seems to be there. And what you want to be mindful of is getting caught up in the drama of this. And you want to be the person that has the clarity and the wisdom to be able to shed light on this in a way that you are not pulled into the drama and the fear and the anger that might be existing around this money. Okay, so that is the message here. That is the warning that is coming to you. And again, this really, really does filter back to the reading that we had yesterday with being conscious and careful and using discernment. Okay, somebody's going to try to bring something to you, they're going to try to pull you into something, and you're going to be able to discern this without reacting, without being pulled up into the drama of it. And you are going to be the voice of reason in this situation. That is what you are being called to do at this time. Okay, so understand that. It says you may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. So, again, the message being that you're going to see that you are the voice of reason and you can choose to help shed light on the situation without being caught up in the drama, or you can choose to step away and allow the situation to work out amongst those people who have the issues. Okay, so again, be mindful, be careful over the next few days, and be fair to yourself. Be fair to yourself. Okay, so I have to tell you that when I see the Two of Roses, the creator of this card has made it into a message that is different from what I initially received when I see the Two of Roses, which is about partnerships and coming together. Now, had we pulled this card in the reverse, I would have anticipated that this would have been a more conflicting situation. And when I look at this card in reverse in the book, when I just do a quick skim, it shows that if it had been reversed, it would be more conflict. So, the message I want to say to you is this, is that if you are entering into a romantic relationship, one in which you feel that your heart really belongs in, that you should use caution because a conflict can come about in this romantic relationship over money, over some kind of pot of gold or perceived valuable thing that exists. So, while I do think that there is an energy that allows for this partnership to maintain itself and to exist, what Spirit is calling you to do is to really be clear about what your expectations are in this partnership, in this dynamic. Okay? If it is a romantic relationship, if it's a different relationship too, but specifically I'm talking about the message over romance, because the message I'm getting is that you are going to come together with somebody, that there is going to be a partnership, a romantic partnership. But then we have this other more overarching energy of this card, which is about partnerships that have to do with big pots of money, and how the dynamics of those relationships, those partnerships, can sometimes break apart and get fractured. And then that's when we have to be cautious. We have to watch what's coming in from all directions, from the side, right? The bird swooping in on the side, right? But then we have the angels watching over us. So we really have to come into our bodies, into ourselves right now, and be careful of what you see. Be cautious, discern, use your intuition and your wisdom as your guide. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye bye.